Hi all, my name is Edie with Solo Yoga. We'll be moving through here a kids yoga video. So this video is intended to get your body moving, connect to your breath, and have fun while you are doing it. We are going to go ahead and start here just seated anywhere you would like. You can be on a yoga mat, you can be on the ground, you can be comfy in your favorite chair, whatever you would like. And just take these initial few moments, close your eyes. And we're just going to breathe here. So as you breathe in through your nose, feel the temperature of the air. And as you breathe out through your mouth, like you are blowing out a birthday candle. So breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Let's just take 2 more breaths here. Breathe in through your nose. And breathe out through your mouth. Now these next 3 breaths that you take, if you would like, you can keep your eyes open, you can close your eyes, but try to sit just a little bit taller, like you grew another inch taller. And as you breathe in through your nose, try to breathe into your belly. Think of it as a balloon expanding outward. And as you exhale, breathe out through your mouth like you're blowing out a birthday candle. 2 more breaths here. And 1 more breath. If they aren't already, open your eyes. We're going to start to continue to stick with that breath we just took, but we're going to add some movement. So this time as you inhale, you're going to flip your palms towards the sky. Sit tall, lift both arms up, look up, maybe see your thumbs, your fingers. You can even wiggle them a little bit. And then as you exhale, press your palms together and bring your thumbs together at the center of your chest. Breathe out through your mouth. 2 more times. Inhale, sit tall, reach your fingers up. You can kind of wiggle your fingers, palms press, exhale through your mouth, hands come together. 1 more. Now same thing we're going to add on to that. Breathe in, lift both arms up, sit tall, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes at the same time. And as you breathe out, just release 1 arm down, your opposite arm lifted up and over. So if you could visualize a rainbow, getting really tall and then moving up and over. And then look up towards your top arm here. Look through your armpit, baby. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, you're just going to release your other arm back down, sit tall. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, release your opposite hand down. Think of that rainbow shape up and over here in the opposite direction. Now look underneath your arm that's over your head. Look underneath your armpit. Take a big breath in through your nose. As you exhale, just release your opposite hand down. Inhale, both arms reach out here and up. And as you exhale, bring your hands together at the center of your chest. Close your eyes, pause, and just take a moment. Feel your fingers, feel your toes. You can even kind of wiggle them, find some movement. And as you pause, just take a moment to think of something that makes you really happy. So it might be a person, it might be a place, something that you really enjoy doing. And just picture that in your mind. And even allow it to put a smile on your face. Take a breath in through your nose. And a big breath out through your mouth this time. Try to get as much sound out of that breath as you can. Now with your hands out in front of you, open your eyes. You're going to interlace your hands here and then flip your palms away from your heart. And then push your arms straight. Now as you push your arms straight, tuck your chin in towards your chest, round your spine, kind of round over. And then as you inhale, you're just gonna flip your palms back here towards one another. Thumbs will come back to your chest, sit tall. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, interlace your hands, push your palms away from you, round your spine. Breathe in, palms come back together, sit tall. Breathe out, round. Just a couple more times here. Sit tall, palms pressed together at your heart. And as you exhale, push your palms away. Just once more here. You can even just keep your hands interlaced if you want and then push them away. Sit tall. Push them away. Okay, come back to center. Release your hands down onto your mat. So we're gonna come into all fours, hands and knees. Now as you come into all fours, hands and knees here, I'm gonna kind of tuck my shirt in just so you can see, but my shirt may fall, and that's okay. Make any adjustments you need on your clothes as well to get comfy. Now on your inhale breath, we're gonna drop here our belly button towards the ground. Drop your belly button, drop your heart, lift your gaze, lift your tailbone into what's called cow pose. Now we're just gonna pause here for a moment. You can kind of wiggle your tailbone side to side, wiggle your bum side to side, and then pause, find some stillness. The next breath out that you take, you're gonna round your spine like a Halloween cat. Push the ground away from you, draw your chin in towards your chest. And then just pause here in this Halloween cat. You can kind of move forward and back. You can even stomp your feet if you want. If you're really wiggly, you can even kind of move with it, however you want to move and wiggle. But then we're going to start to find those two movements. So this is cat pose. We're going to start to find here cat and cow with our breath. So as you inhale, drop your belly button, lift your gaze, lift your chin, lift your tailbone. And as you exhale, round your spine, push the ground away, cat pose. Try to find here your biggest Halloween cat arch of your spine. Inhale, cow, drop your belly, lift your gaze, lift your tailbone. And as you exhale, cat. If you would like, you can even kind of add here sound effects with it as you move into your cow pose, breathe in, add a moo to it. And as you breathe out, round your spine, add a meow to it, add a cat noise. Whatever you would like to make this your own, just a couple more here. We'll take one more breath in and out here, moving through your cat and cow. And then once you make your way here, out of your cat pose, just find your tabletop hands and knees. Now you're gonna let your big toes move towards one another, push your hips back towards your heels, come into child's pose. Your forehead can come down onto the ground. Just take a breath in here through your nose. And a big breath out through your mouth. Come back forward, find tabletop, curl your toes under. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. So as you come into your downward facing dog here, pedal out your feet, bend one knee as you work to straighten your other. Rock your hips side to side, wiggle, move. And then we're just gonna come into a forward fold. Now you can get there by walking your feet forward, or you can bring your feet a little closer and you can step or you can jump like a frog. Once you make your way up to the top of your mat or the middle, wherever you landed, just let your upper body hang heavy. So you're folding forward. And you can kind of bob with it. You can sway. You can nod your head yes, shake it no, open and close your mouth. And then we're just gonna sway here up to stand. Make the movement as big or as little as you would like it. Once you make your way up to stand, come to the top of your mat. So you're gonna keep here your right foot forward. And a little trick I like to do is if you put here your hands in this kind of L shapes, whatever side is actually the L shape that's going in the correct direction is your left side. Then your other side will be your right side. So we're gonna keep our right leg forward, take a giant step back with your left leg. Now you're in kind of a lunge position. You might be off balance. You can take a little bit of kind of sway movement. Think of surfing. You can even let your arms kind of get into it. If you fall out of it, that's okay. And then try to find some solid ground. Try to find here your balance. Bring your gaze to one non-moving focal point in your house. So even if you have a favorite toy, you could set it in front of you maybe, if it's not too distracting. And then just pause, take a big breath in, reach your arms out and up. And as you exhale, bring your hands together. You can bring them to the center of your chest. You can bring them to just kind of stack over your heart, however you would like. And then we're gonna turn our back heel down. Your arms are gonna open to a T shape into what's called a warrior two. Now from this warrior two, bend your front knee, push down through both feet. Flip your front palm up, breathe in, reach back. So my back hand's gonna come down, top arm's gonna come up and over. Think of that rainbow stretch we did at the beginning, and then make your way back up to your warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Turn your toes to face here, the same direction. So I am in a wide position with my legs. We're gonna come into here a breathing exercise. It's super fun. Might be kind of silly. You might sound silly, look silly, that's okay, it doesn't matter. So your heels are gonna turn in, toes are gonna turn out. On our inhale, we're gonna flip our palms just like we did seated. Reach your arms out and up. Take a big breath in, stand tall, stretch. Now as you exhale, you're gonna bend your knees, bend your elbows, breathe out through your mouth, stick your tongue out. Again, it might be silly. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, bend your knees, bend your elbows, stick your tongue out. We're gonna take that 3 more times. Move at your pace. Once more. Okay, reach back up, breathe in. Now you're gonna turn your right toes once again to face the front of whatever direction here you were just in. Reach your arms out to a T. Hands are gonna come together at the center of your chest. They can come in this position. They can kind of stack one on top of the other. You can even interlace your hands, whatever feels comfortable for you. And we're gonna turn back to face the front of the mat. Come back to that kind of surfing position. Your back heel's lifted. You might be wobbling. If you're really balanced, you might be really still. But then we're just gonna lean forward, bend your back knee, push off your back foot, step forward, and then shake, wiggle. Take any movement you need, roll your shoulders out, really shake your hands like they were really wet with water and you're trying to get the water off. Wiggle, open and close your mouth. And then we're just gonna pause, try to find stillness. Like I just said, freeze, and you had to freeze everything. Take an inhale, you reach your arms out and up. And as you exhale, bring your hands together at the center of your chest in whatever position you would like. Now you're gonna shift here, your attention to your left leg now. So again, if you were to do those L shapes, your left side is gonna be the one that is actually the letter L, not a backwards letter L. So my left side is gonna stay forward. Step your right foot back, you're in that lunge. Again, you might be kind of surfing. If you're really balanced, you could even wobble more to challenge yourself. Pause. We'll take 1 breath. Breathe in, reach your arms out and up. And as you breathe out, palms come together at the center of your chest. Turn your back foot down. We're coming into warrior 2. Reach your arms out to a T. Flip your palm up. The one that's in front of you, let your gaze look over. Your fingers, even wiggle them. As you breathe in, reach your front arm up and back. My back arm's gonna come down my back leg. Come back up to your warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. Now for the video purposes, I'm gonna flip around to face you, but you stay where you're at, you freeze, okay? So your heels are in, your toes are out. Take an inhale, reach your arms out and up. As you exhale, bend your knees, bend your elbows, stick your tongue out. If you're not facing me, that's okay. Just keep here, following your breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your knees, bend your arms. We're gonna take 3 more of these breaths. Stick your tongue out, try to get even as much sound as you can create with that breath. Think of letting something go. 1 more. Okay, once you make your way back up, come back into your warrior 2. So your left leg is bent, your right leg is behind you, arms out to a T. Now you're just gonna bring your hands together at the center of your chest. Turn back towards your front leg, lift your back heel, bend your back knee, push off your back foot, step forward, and then shake, wiggle, move. Roll your shoulders. Okay, last and final posture we're gonna take together here is we're gonna squat down back into that frog squat. Now, as you come back into that frog squat, your heels might be lifted, they might be lowered. Hands can come to the ground if you would like. They can come to your opposite arm. One can come to the ground, one can come to your heart. Get crazy with it. And we're just gonna take 3 breaths here. Now, if your heels are to the ground, start to rock your weight forward towards your toes for a moment. Lift your heels, find your balance, and then you can lower your heels back down. We're just gonna take 3 breaths together here. So big breath in through your nose. Full breath out through your mouth. 2 more. Big breath in through your nose. Full breath out through your mouth. 1 more. Okay, make your way to seated. Let your legs come long from your knees being bent. Kind of shake your legs out. See your toes. Bring your big toes towards your face and then push your toes away. And then we're gonna make our way here to just lie down on the ground, but we're gonna come to belly down. So you can let your legs come behind you, let your belly come down, let your head come down, and your hands are gonna stack one in front of the other out in front of you. Forehead will rest down onto your hands, and we're just gonna try to pause here. Pause for just a few breaths. And once again, bring into your mind something that makes you really happy. It might be a person, it might be an activity, maybe you play sports. It might be hanging out with friends, whatever it might be, and just picture that activity, picture that person. Try to visualize and see them like they were right in front of you or it was happening right in front of you. And we're just gonna take 3 breaths here. Once you're done taking those 3 breaths, you can once again press yourself back up into your tabletop, all fours, hands and knees. Curl your toes under, lift your hips, find 1 more down dog. Pedal out your feet, rock your hips, nod your head yes, shake it no. And release back down onto your knees, come to seated. As you come to seated here, pause, sit tall. Draw your shoulders or lift your shoulders towards your ears and roll them back and down. Thank you so much for moving with me. As you here move on into the rest of your day, continue to notice your breath. Take moments when you need it to pause, to take a big breath in, big breath out, or even take that open mouth, sticking your tongue out, exhale when you need it, and have fun with it. Until I see you again on the mat, I hope you have a great day.